And I understand that because when I was listening to the audio and I listened to the reactions from different people and stuff like that, I was like, whoa, this is very revealing because like you said, you probably never knew Spider-Loc had those feelings towards you and you were defending him. And in our last interview, I believe you were defending him a lot. And I was like, okay, because we were talking about the whole Snoopy badass and him fallout, but that was like a punch to the gut, huh?
Man, the game is cold like that, man. It get deep because when you look at this, man, be mindful who you ride for because everybody ain't gonna ride for you. Everybody not gonna ride for you just because you from the same hood. Like a motherfucker really use you. You know what I'm saying? And until they realize you on to whatever motive they got going on. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Now, on to the topic, man, that spawns from that, man. So the whole Reggie Wright situation, right? So Reggie Wright, famously known behind the whole Death Row situation, he took over Death Row Records for Suge Knight when he first got incarcerated before his last release, you know what I mean? And he was a controversial figure because Reggie Wright was a police officer. He was a cop. Like he was an officer that I guess had a relationship with Death Row, and then he ended up stopped being an officer, and then he ended up doing time, and then he came out with some podcasts, and he's in this whole podcast realm. But it looks like, man, according to what you said, it seemed like Reggie Wright had it out for you, man. So what do you think about that whole situation between him and Spider and him allegedly trying to get dirt on you?
Ain't nothing to think about. Anytime somebody that could call you and ask if you got some dirt on your own homie, you done broke protocol. You know better. Like, I don't care if that's your uncle, your cousin. You don't utilize no privileged information to an outsider. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever that is, you deal with that in our neighborhood. Like, your homeboys is off limits to any outsider that's not a part of that world. Gang culture is like a secret society. That's just it off the backboard. That's just like somebody bringing interrogation room. Oh, well, we want this person. You got some dirt on, and you give it to him. You out of line. He was foul ball for that. But at the same time, it ain't no coming back from that because when you look at who I am and what I've done for my section and in the culture, I would never cross nobody up like that. But this is why I say gang culture should not be intertwined with the internet, because once you get the internet, it's fair game. A lot of people are like, oh, why y'all talking about it on the internet? Because it's out there. You got to defend your name. But and I'm not gonna stick too much on gang culture revolving my hood because I don't do that. That's not really what I do. I defended my name on the behalf of what he said, but I don't advocate pushing the gang bang line on the internet just based off the fact that you got people that's still in the streets. I'm not in the streets no more. And it's a dangerous game. Speaking on politics, that was a lane that dude decided to do. He wanted to still take the street gang bang culture to the internet. It was go backfire on him anyway. You can't talk to no ex-cop. I don't care what that is. Oh, you consider him a friend and you consider me a homie, but I didn't spend time with your whole family. So it's just not gonna add up. You can't have it at your Thanksgiving and then all of a sudden you let this who ain't never been to your family house get some dirt on that you say that's your homie. That don't add up. Real street niggas hot. They hot. But let's move forward from that, man. I don't want to push the gangbang narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, understood. Now, just on the Reggie Wright topic, though, do you believe that he has some kind of dirt over Spider-Loc's head?
Absolutely. He got. It's impossible. That's the only way he drew him out to the front. Yeah, I believe it.
That's wild because in this situation, you have him basically doing the detective work because this is what, if you watch any of those documentaries or whatever, this is commonly what detectives do. Like they find people that they have a thumb screw or something over them, and then they use them to get information about people or to find out things and to build, it helps put the puzzle together, man. So why in the world do you think that Spider would be out for you? Like be wanting to, or not even Spider, look, but Reggie Wright be out for you?
Sometimes, man, just being on that internet, you got a big audience, you got a big name. You could poke the bear, you could shake the tree, and you know how the umbrella unfold, man. It just happened like that. But like I said, man, I tell all these dudes out here, man, if you a real street dude, uh, don't speak on, like, we talking about this now because this happened, but at the end of the day, I'm never gonna speak on this ever again. It's probably like one of the major last interviews I do in regards of cuz. But with Reggie White, you hey, once a cop, always a cop. Cop is in your blood. Your daddy was a cop. You know what I'm saying? He locked up hundreds of African Americans. You was a cop. You done locked up hundreds of African Americans. You done interviewed people, interrogated them. It's in your DNA. I don't think any gang member or ex-member should ever have a conversation with an ex-cop in regards of gang culture. It's a violation. It is treason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a spy at that point. You know what I'm saying? You can put the DER at the end of that, but you a spy. You cannot talk to a cop or ex-cop about gang bang politics, gang bang culture, or none of that. It's out. Straight up.
Nah, that's wild, man. Thanks for clearing that up because I was blindsided by the info, and there are a lot of people who watch these videos and things were probably blindsided as well. Like, what in the world is the connection? Now, on your own live and in your reaction that I saw, you talked about the possibility that you were talking about a lot of that death row stuff that happened back in the day. Do you think that's really connected to any of this?
Man, all that. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. If you want to look at it from that angle, this is rap. So basically what he said is that he has a rap relationship with Reggie White. You have a gang culture relationship with Nina Boyd. So you choose the rap relationship over a who you got to deal with in your hood that come with politics. You know, California is the mecca of gang banging. It's a religion in California. We take the politics serious. So you chose a you knew in a rap game over a you knew from your neighborhood, from a game that you participated in. So all the gangsters is gonna look like you only knew this from the rap. You didn't work out at Death Row. It didn't work out with 50 Cent, but you still got to deal with the who come behind that's from the same hood as you. So when it comes to the gang banging culture, like, cuz you gave intel to a cop. If you would do it to Nina Boy, what makes you think we won't do it to you? And any that talk to Reggie White about gang bang culture, anything that has to do with dirt, bodies, robberies, shootouts, drive-bys, it is treason. You on the other side with that.
Nah, understandable. Yeah, it seems like those lines would be clearly drawn, and based on what you said right there, you just cleared it up. Like, yeah, there's certain lines that you can't cross.
Yeah, no, you can't cross that at all. It's out. No bueno, nigga. You can't touch that. It's all the way out.
Now, what about the Mob James connection? Like, there's been rumors before about Mob James being an informant. Do you think any of that is true?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't we not think it's true, man? At this point, you can't put it past nobody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're living in this society where people will turn on their family and their friends for money and fame. You know, social media kind of changed everything. You know what I'm saying? Caller ID is probably one of the reasons why most of these women don't have the fathers in the household. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to keep this gangster, technology changed everything. Because back in the day, a man could take care of his household, provide, give her everything until caller ID hit. And then that side chick called and said, you said you was going to get my car fixed. And who is this? This is Keisha. Keisha, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what? After, you know what I'm saying? It's my baby daddy and all that. And all that crazy start hitting the fan. So, the gang got real thick, man. But, it's an invisible line when it comes to this underworld, man. You got the right to keep your mouth shut. You don't have, it's power in being silent. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get on this podcast because I said it already. This is not even to bash him, But at the same time, any dude that will talk to an ex-cop about what takes place in the streets with real gang members is treason. It's no way you can cut that. You can't say, oh man, he's a friend. He wanted dirt on a homie. If you didn't even consider me a homie, you can't give him dirt and then reconsider me as a homie. You can't get through that and still kick it with me after you did that. Yeah, you apologize and all that, but you still foul. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Wright want to be seen as I don't know if he want to be seen as a gangster. I don't know if he want to be seen as a citizen, but Reggie White know anybody that will talk to him about the streets is out of line. They out of pocket, straight up.
I don't think, hey,